Uganda has held a pre-Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development as the country gears up to host the 11th session of the event this April. Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development serves as a platform to assess Africa's progress towards the United Nations Development Goals, SDGs. During the Pre-Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development organized by the Uganda National NGO Forum, stakeholders highlighted inadequate financing as a key hindrance to the attainment of most of the SDGs.
So one can say that yes, we've made a progress on all these goals, but perhaps we are not where we should be. But this is not only unique to Uganda, it's also a number of other countries. We are not where we should be. And perhaps to be brutally honest, I don't think that in the next 5 years left to 2030, we will be there. But why are we not where we should be? I think as a country, we've not been able to invest sufficient resources in terms of providing public services. And one can actually say, why are we not investing these resources? As a country, you know that we also under quite a huge debt stress. And a lot of the money that is actually collected from domestic revenue collections, these are resources that then are taken for debt repayment instead of being used to construct a health center instead of going to construct a classroom block, instead of doing all these other things. And so we have that. We're not investing quite substantially.
Stakeholders also called for more investment and research on the blue economy and the implementation of the blue economy strategy in order to achieve SDG 14 that puts emphasis on life underwater.
We want to look at things holistically, look at the fisheries, look at the water environment, look at transport, look at tourism, so that we can ensure that we support the development along that way. So one of the messages we shall be passing over during the conference next week as Uganda is we need to work with the other countries. If you look at Lake Victoria, it's shared by Kenya, Tanzania, but what goes into Lake Victoria also comes from Rwanda and Burundi. So that's why we want to strengthen cooperation, that you cannot achieve SDG 14 as Uganda alone.
Another critical area that took center stage was the issue of youth unemployment and gender equality.
One of the things we had at this pre-conference is that young people like technology. They are always on their phones, they are always on TikTok. Can there be programs that are designed to help young people access the economy through technology, for example? Can we see more jobs for the young people? Where do the young people start when they come from university? And we heard from the Ministry of Water and Environment that they have 1.6 million internship jobs. And nobody has heard of this. And the information is not there with the young people. So how do we get information from the different ministries that are providing internship programs for young people, for women, to be out there for young people to be able to access?
The 11th session of the Africa Regional Forum on Sustainable Development is organized by the UN Economic Commission for Africa and Government of Uganda in collaboration with African Union Commission. It will run from 9th to 11th April on the theme Driving Job Creation and Economic Growth Through Sustainable, Inclusive, Science and Evidence-Based Solutions for the 2030 Agenda and Agenda 2063. I'm Nafka Farida and Adiana Kuti.